Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, does anybody work here? Excuse me, do you work here? Hello, my name is Shawn and I'm the editor of ScrewyMonkey.com. Today we're looking at 12 ways not to be an asshole while shopping at Nordstrom. Nordstrom was founded in 1901 as a simple, humble shoe store, and since then has grown into a premier fashion retailer. Nordstrom currently operates about 350 stores in 40 of the 50 United States and a little handful in Canada. They're known for carrying really great brands, delivering very good customer service, and having one of the most liberal return policies in the entirety of retail. My time with Nordstrom lasted about 8 years. I spent all of that time drinking the Nordstrom Kool-Aid extraordinarily hard. I delivered incredibly good customer service to my customers. I made a lot of really good friends with my customers. I know a lot of them still to this day. However, there were always that certain select percentage of customers who were just complete and total assholes and jerks every time they walked in the store. In addition to that, there are a lot of different behaviors that customers exhibit and they may not even realize they're being assholes. Now, during the time that I worked there, I so badly wanted to make a video, an instruction guide if you will, that just said, hey, don't be like this. You know, I'm a human being, you're a human being, why would you possibly act like this in this environment? Of course, I couldn't do it back then because I worked there. Now though, I've moved on to different things in my life and I'm free to do whatever I want. The result of that is this video. I'm really enjoying this DJ. Wait, I'm at Nordstrom. What happened to the piano? The number one way not to be an asshole while shopping at Nordstrom: don't ask where the piano is. And also, don't ask where the piano is and then say you shop there all the time. You know why? Because starting in about 2010, a little bit after that, Nordstrom started getting rid of the pianos. By about 2 years later, they were completely gone. So if you come in and you tell me as the associate there what happened to the piano because I shop here all the time and I really miss it, I know you probably haven't been in the store in 5 years. How dare you tell me how to raise my children? Number 2 on the list, mind your children. Look, there's no doubt about it. I'm sure your children are the most adorable, well-behaved little angels that ever walked the face of the planet. Except for when you're in a department store and you're so engrossed in shopping, you fail to realize they're knocking over every display they come in contact with and pulling items off the shelves and throwing them on the floor. So when you're in a department store like Nordstrom and you don't want to be an asshole, just make sure your kids are not wrecking the place so that whoever's working there doesn't have to spend hours and hours of their day cleaning up after your little darlings. Oh, no, 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 no. I wasn't going to buy it today. I just came in to see what it looked like in person. See, on my phone, on this website that I've never heard of, I can get it for $3 less. Don't get me wrong, you've been really, really sweet, but I just came in to see what it looked like. Thank you. So number 3 on our list, no showrooming. So what is showrooming? That's when you come in to look at a product in person that you've either already bought or you're about to buy online and you have absolutely no intention whatsoever of buying it in the store. It really sucks for the associates, especially at higher end department stores, because they have no idea that you have no intention of buying that product today. And most associates that work at a higher end department store work almost exclusively on commission. What this means is that you've just taken a huge amount of their time, they could be actually making money, and wasted it. Expecting them to provide you with excellent service and telling you everything about a product and then not getting paid for it. So I ask you, would you work for free? Don't showroom and you won't be an asshole. Oh, you mean Diana's not here? Oh, that's a shame. She made an appointment for me for 2 days ago and told me all about this. But I'm going to go ahead and take it today. Would you be a dear and tell her I came in? Our 4th way of not being an asshole when shopping at Nordstrom, keep your appointments. See, an associate is required to set a certain amount of appointments for almost every single event. They're going to call the people that they consider to be their best customers for that event. That means they called you. However, when you don't show up for that appointment, not only do they have to answer to their boss as to why you did not show up, but when you do come in 3 days later and buy that product anyway, they're not going to get the sale. Keep your appointments. Don't be an asshole. Why would I need your credit card? You can clearly see I already have some. Number 5 on our list, be nice about those credit card offers. You see, selling credit is a huge business for most department stores. They make a large chunk of their annual revenue off of the interest you pay on those cards. Now, we know that sucks for you, but here's the thing. The associate that offers you that credit card when you're checking out at places like Nordstrom, well, they have to. It's a job requirement, and if they don't, they're going to be fired. So, when they offer you the card, politely decline if you're not interested. And by the way, you may want to listen to what they have to say, because sometimes they have some pretty good offers with those cards, and the associate might just be trying to help you out by saving you a few $100s. So don't be an asshole when someone offers you credit. God, the service sucks in the store. Number 6 on our way not to be an asshole while shopping at Nordstrom, don't wear headphones and be on your phone. See, I don't know how many times I've seen this when I've been watching what goes on in department stores, but you will inevitably find somebody who is doing both, wearing headphones and texting. And you will watch an entire trail of associates behind them saying hi and greeting them and trying to get their attention so they can be helpful. And wouldn't you know it, it's always those people who are on their phones who are the first ones to complain they're not getting any service. Could it be you're not getting service because no one wants to interrupt your text conversation while you're wearing headphones? Or could it just be that you didn't hear them when they did? Either way, don't be an asshole. Don't wear them. Dun 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 dun. Number 7 on our list of how not to be an asshole when shopping at Nordstrom, don't feed the sharks. This one has nothing to do with aquatic animals. It does, however, have to do with overly aggressive salespeople who monopolize the sales floor and take every customer they see. Nordstrom being a commission environment, you have some associates that just run rampant. They will take every single person that walks past them and claim that they're theirs, thereby giving no other associate the ability to make money. Customers seem to be completely oblivious to the fact that there may be 6 salespeople on a floor, but only one of them is helping everybody. I think they naturally presume that the other ones just don't want to help them. And in a commission environment, that would be pretty crazy. More than likely what it is that that associate that is monopolizing that floor has claimed you as theirs. You know, kind of like they peed on you to mark you or something. So, if you're being helped by one person who has 6 customers and there's 6 other associates and you see them eagerly waiting for you to say something, what they're eagerly waiting for you to say is, can you please help me? Because then they can help you and they don't have to worry about being called into the back later by the other associate and claiming that you belong to them like a piece of meat. Do you have any idea how long I have been coming to Nordstrom? I mean, I've been coming here since before you were even in diapers. Number 8 on our list of how not to be an asshole when shopping at Nordstrom, don't brag about how good of a customer you are. See, it never fails. The people who brag the loudest and claim the hardest that they are the absolute best customers of almost any place really, but especially Nordstrom, are usually the ones who haven't been there in a while. You see, it almost never fails in a situation with a return or sometimes just a customer service little disagreement. A customer always pulls out the "I'm the best customer Nordstrom has ever had" card. And as a former associate, I'll tell you, almost every single time they pull out that card, if you actually look at their purchase history, they're usually one of the least spending customers. It's just the way it is. When you brag about how good of a customer you are, the associate's probably thinking, I know what that means. You're an asshole. Oh, wait, I'm getting a phone call. Oh, it's my guy from Nordstrom. Oh my gosh. Teddy, my man, what's up? Oh, the shoes, right. Oh, I was so into those when I was there. You know what though? Sorry, man. I'm not gonna be able to make it in. I guess I'm just not as into them as I thought I was. But you know, hey, I appreciate you. Yeah, all right. Take care. Bye. He's the best, but yeah, I just didn't really want those things anyway. I just didn't want him to think I wasn't interested. Number 9 on our list of how not to be an asshole while shopping at Nordstrom: don't make special requests and/or special orders and then never pick them up. See, Nordstrom's not like other stores. First of all, the associates, they really do believe that if they go the extra mile for you, then you're going to respond and you're going to treat them like human beings, and you're going to become really good customers of theirs because you're going to appreciate the effort that they put into it. As a result, it's not uncommon for a Nordstrom employee to spend months sometimes searching for something. And if they haven't spent months, they will definitely dedicate days and days to fulfilling your special request. These are many, many, many hours that they could be selling things to other people and actually putting money in their pockets so they can feed their children. So usually they do this because they think it's going to pay off, because they think you, the consumer who has said, I really want this, was sincere when you said that. Keep that in mind when that associate calls you and says, I found them for you, I have them in my hands, I would love it if you could come pick them up, and then you tell them, no, you know what, I don't need it anymore. What you're really doing is saying, I'm an asshole and I just wasted a whole lot of your time, and there's really nothing you can do about it. Oh my God, why does everyone keep saying hi to me? I swear you are like the 12th person who has come up and said hi to me since I've been here. I've actually saved my last 3 as my top 3 favorite things that used to annoy the crap out of me when I used to work at Nordstrom. Number 10 on our list of how not to be an asshole while shopping at Nordstrom: don't complain about being greeted. See, Nordstrom has a policy where their associates must acknowledge your existence if they're anywhere in your vicinity. So that means that yes, it's very likely multiple people are going to say hi, or how are you today, or that's a very nice necklace, or may I help you? They're doing their job, and they're supplying you really good service. So you really shouldn't complain about that. And by the way, as a bonus, the inappropriate response to how are you today is not, I'm just looking, thanks, or I don't need anything. And by all means, if you complain about people being nice to you, you're just being an asshole. Oh my God, I love these. They are going to make the perfect addition to my mirrored sunglass collection. Oh, I've got to come back and get them later though, so can you possibly hold them for me? Number 11 on our list of how not to be an asshole when you're shopping at Nordstrom: don't put stuff on hold that you have no intention of buying. See, this happens at Nordstrom more than any other place I have ever worked. It seems customers feel really bad about taking up your time sometimes, and they'll just use the magic words, put it aside for me, I'll be back later, in order to get out of buying it right then and there. Now, this would be really great, and I know it seems really harmless, but it's not, because at the end of your shift, you have to put all that stuff back, which means you spend hours sometimes putting back merchandise that customers did not have any intention of buying in the first place, instead of helping customers who might actually want to buy something. Oh, and as an added bonus, because Nordstrom maintains such low inventory levels that sometimes that is the absolute last one of those items, it's really not uncommon to have 1 or 2 customers after you who actually wanted to buy the item come in and ask for it, and you can't sell it to them because it's on hold for you. So if you don't want to be an asshole, just tell the associate you're not going to be back. Oh, hello. Oh, don't you look good today? So I bought these shoes a little while back, and as you can see, I never, ever wore them. And I would just like to get my money back for them. Thanks. Number 12 on our list of how not to be an asshole when shopping at Nordstrom: don't abuse the return policy. See, Nordstrom is known for their return policy. It all started years and years ago when they were taking hold in the United States. A story began to circulate in the media called the tire story, where Nordstrom became known as the store that would take back everything because at some point they took over a chain of stores that used to sell tires, and one of that store's customers came into the new Nordstrom store and decided they needed to return their tires, and Nordstrom took them back. That story took hold in the media and they gained lots of publicity as the store that would take back everything. And for a lot of people, they kind of believe this today. Well, that is true. I mean, Nordstrom will take back virtually anything, virtually always, and they do it a lot as a customer service. And you know, you're always gonna have those instances where you wanna return something, and that's fine. The problem is, there are a lot of people who completely abuse the Nordstrom return policy. You see, they'll go through their entire closet, decide they need a whole new wardrobe, select everything they ever purchased from Nordstrom, and they'll bring it back. I know what you're thinking, right? What's the big deal? The customer gets a new wardrobe, Nordstrom gets a happy customer, it's a win-win. Well, not so fast, because as it turns out, if it was any time in the last year that any of those items were purchased, the commission that the associate who sold it to you got is going to be taken back. See, Nordstrom's commission policy states that when an associate gets paid, their money is considered a commission advance. They don't actually own that money until 1 year and 1 day after that sale has taken place. And what that means is that when you return something at Nordstrom, they're going to go back to that associate and they're going to take that money out of their paycheck. This may not seem like a big deal to you, but think about it this way. This is very unfair for the associate because this is their livelihood. This is how they make a living. So if you have a customer who comes in and returns either one very expensive thing or a lot of less expensive things that you've sold them in the last year, chances are you're not going to be able to pay your rent, your mortgage, make your car payment, feed your baby, anything else that you're relying on that money to do that week, basically because someone decided they needed a new wardrobe. So if you want to make sure you're not an asshole when shopping at Nordstrom, don't abuse the return policy. I hope you've enjoyed this look at 12 ways not to be an asshole when shopping at Nordstrom. My name is Shawn, I'm the editor at ScrewyMonkey.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching. I would also like to invite you to subscribe if you haven't done it yet, and click the notifications icon if you haven't done that. I don't want you to miss a single video because we have so much really great content coming out for you very, very soon. In the meantime, comment below, let me know what you think of this video. If you have suggestions for other things you'd like to see, I would love to hear that too. And if you have any incredibly amusing stories about either working at Nordstrom or about being a customer at Nordstrom, I would love for you to post those there too. I'll respond back to as many as I possibly can. Thank you for joining us as we continue to explore human culture one screwy monkey at a time.